Hello and welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. Well, the Habra City Council thinks it's time for a change, and suppose they threw an election and no one opposed the incumbents. That's also happening in La Habra. Here now to talk about these things and other things is the mayor, Tim Shaw. Thank you very much for being here.
Great to be here. Thank you.
Well, first off, why are the incumbents, you have a couple city council members and mayor, running unopposed?
Well, I don't know. I was up for re-election. Tom Beamish, Rose Espinoza, the three of us, the three incumbents, decided to file to run again, and turns out no one else came in to fill out the papers. So unbelievably, we got re-elected by default, if you will.
So what happens then? You're just re-elected by default. It saves money.
It does. The city would normally contract with the county registrar of voters to hold the election. So by basically canceling the election, we save about $50,000. We don't have to pay the county registrar of voters. So that's the good news, definitely, for the city.
And the good news too, now you don't have to focus on election things. You can focus on getting some of the business of the city done. And you're looking at making some changes to the general plan. It hasn't been done for a while.
That's correct. The general plan is kind of the document that really lays out where you're going as a city. A lot of the land use and zoning and that stuff is found in there. We haven't updated our general plan since 1990. So we've had a committee of people working on it for quite a while, and we're going to, really come out with it probably not till next year. So a lot of time is being spent on it, but this updated general plan will really lay out the vision for where we're going as a city.
Any ideas come to mind?
Well, our Imperial Highway corridor and Beach Boulevard corridor and some of the zoning and land use that we do have parcels of land that are vacant and could be developed at some point into the future. So yeah, a lot of exciting things will probably come out of this.
Okay, something else exciting is going on. The City of La Habra has its own wells, or almost is going to have them complete. Tell us about that.
Correct. The City Council, we formed a utility authority, so the 5 council members are also utility authority directors, and so we do provide that service of water. We've had one water well in operation for many years that's supplied about 10% of our water. But with the imported water costs being so high, we decided to bite the bullet and drill a second water well, which is about to be completed. And that was so successful, we're actually now going to drill a third well in Portola Park. So when that third well comes online, probably in several months, we will have significantly increased the amount of water we're pulling out of our own groundwater and almost eliminated the imports from Metropolitan Water District. And those are what's so expensive.
It's something we don't think about. We turn the faucet on, the water comes out. We don't think about it until it doesn't come out. But what will this mean to the residents as far as, costs or availability of water?
Yeah, should something catastrophic happen, a huge earthquake, and the imports from Northern California aren't there, we will be in a lot better shape to, be accessing our own groundwater. But really what it is going to mean is lower rates into the future. We won't have to be this endlessly raising rates as Metropolitan Water District keeps raising their rates. We won't have to be passing that on. So hopefully it really arrests our rate increases.
Every day we pick up the paper, we see that cities are not in good financial health. How is La Habra doing, and are you doing anything in terms of pension reform to help control costs?
Well, this year we had to give 60 hours of furlough time for all of our employees to get to the balanced budget. So it's definitely a tight budget. Our employees are sacrificing, basically getting that pay cut. A furlough hour is like an unpaid time off, an unpaid hour off work. So we are closing City Hall once a month and that sort of stuff. But we didn't successfully negotiate some pension reforms over the last couple of years. So we're doing okay. We're hopeful that coming forward we can eventually get off the furlough time.
All right, Mayor Tim Shaw, thank you very much for being here.
My pleasure.
And thank you for tuning in. Stay with us.